All right, here we are going in for Quinn's second day of hunting. It's the day. Today, I can feel it. Today's gonna be the day. Quinn's done, then I can get out there and get some hunting done for myself. So many bears this year coming in.
Deer hunting is different for everyone. We all have our reasons why we get up and head out. For some it's a tradition, for some a hobby, a pastime, or a lifestyle, maybe an obsession, or just to be outdoors enjoying nature. And for many, it's generational. For us it's a love of deer, watching them, historians curating the lives of giants, and the challenge of perfecting a craft. Regardless of the why, we all share one thing. We all hit in with a common hope, a common dream, that all of our reasons why, everything that we've done in the deer woods to this point, may put us in the path of a legend.
Is a true giant.
Stealth Cam presents Dean Partridge's Canadian Whitetail, brought to you by Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Monster Meal, attraction, nutrition, results. Excalibur Crossbow, different for a reason. Heater Bodysuit, #1 in cold weather hunting gear. New archery products. Hunt with confidence. Bog, engineered for the unknown. Hoyman, your land, your legacy. Muddy, serious gear for serious hunters. Glendale 3D Targets, the biggest and toughest 3D targets in the world. Nocturnal lighted nocks, switch on accuracy and let it glow. Hunter Specialties, serious hunting tools. Boyd's hardwood gun stocks, better with Boyd's. Raculator, score your trophy fast, easy, and accurate. Old timer knives, built for generations. And by Stealth Cam, proven reliability, proven quality, proven performance.
When you hunt big deer for the right reasons, just a pure love of whitetails in the woods that they call home, it's very evident and can be easily seen and passed down through the generations. And nowhere has that been more apparent to me than with the Hayworth family as Ken's daughter Quinn has started hunting. And this week we've got a father-daughter doubleheader episode to share with you, as they're after a couple of tremendous deer.
I set out a spot here last November just to see what I'd get coming. Got a nice 5x5 in there last year. This year is the 5x6 beauty buck. Mature, big, nice square belly on his square chest. Not a whole bunch of history, but I did get pictures of him last year. He's in this spot. So today, me and Bo, my right-hand man, we're gonna set the muddy ground blind up underneath this tree here.
After Ken and Bo set up, they continue to get photos of the massive 6x5. Heavy and long, the buck makes a fine target. And days later, they're headed into another spot to get set up for Ken's daughter Quinn.
So we're in here, gonna set up Quinn's blind today. Me and Bo, this is the first day we're supposed to be at school, but we're on quarantine right now. Had COVID tests today, so no better way to spend a quarantine day than setting up a new blind for Quinn. I haven't set it up yet. The bears are crazy this year. My blind has been flattened 4 times. I've had to replace poles, replace the entire blind once. It's been a nightmare. There's bears everywhere. I haven't had bear pictures here for now for 2 weeks. So works out today, perfect. The wind is good. She's got a nice 4x5, nice long brow tines, nice and wide. She's looked through the pictures I got. She says that's the deer she wants to take, so that's where we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna go after, and that's what hopefully the deer she's gonna get an opportunity to get. So.
With Quinn's spot being set up just the day before season, they leave the area to let it settle down, and Ken would be headed to hunt the big 6x5 at his spot on opening day.
September 1st, first day of the season. Not the best start to the season so far this year. In 2 days now, we set this blind up twice. And I got so many bears this year coming in. This blind never made her 24 hours. The last blind I had was completely destroyed. The bears crushed it, chewed it all up. But it's just the first day of 2020 archery whitetail season, so I'll sit back and relax.
With all of Ken's bear problems, he still has deer moving early. But with these fawns watching back into the woods, Ken would see just who had been plaguing his spot. The bear heads over to the blind, a brand new one for him to smash, but today he might find a surprise waiting for him.
That might be the culprit that's been destroying my blind. I probably should have shown him. He's leaving now. It's probably best for him that he goes.
This segment is brought to you by AAE. Innovation and integrity is in our blood. Quality and dependability is in our products. This segment of Canadian Whitetail has been brought to you by Bog. More than just a shooting rest. Bog. Engineered for the unknown.
With Ken's spot overrun with bears, they're back at Quinn's to top up the motion meal and check the stealth cam. Quinn's big brow tine wide 4x4 is still in the area posing for photos, so Quinn heads home for one last practice session before her day one.
There's a nice big wide 4x5 that's been coming in here that Quinn likes. Nice long brow tines, nice looking deer. I figured I'd get this in this. This is just a bluff of about, I don't know, maybe 80 acres of bush. And when I got permission to hunt here, the farmer told me that this will be the last opportunity to hunt in here because this bush will no longer be here in about a month and a half, so I got till the end of October.
On Quinn's day one, deer would be moving early, the first this unique tall-racked buck. In most cases, this beautiful deer would be a shooter, especially for a young hunter, but Quinn knows what's there and had her heart set on the wide 4x5. As he heads off, they spot another buck coming from the right. Both respectable bucks, but the day would pass with no sighting of Quinn's target deer.
Quinn's second sit. Quite thankful that the bears haven't smashed this blind, because at the spot where I hunt, my blind has been destroyed about 8 times this year. I have several parts blinds. Hopefully tonight's the night, eh?
On day 2 again, bucks were moving early, but today, moments after getting settled, it's Quinn's target deer. It's easy to see now why Quinn was so set on this buck, wide with huge brow tines, just an awesome deer, and he works his way closer with the tall rack buck now in hardhorn, approaching behind him. With helicopters flying overhead spraying fields, the big buck is nervous. And when he starts to leave, he turns. And Quinn sees her chance.
Yeah, good shot, Quinn. Good shot.
This segment of Canadian Whitetail has been brought to you by Glendale, the only 3D target with a replaceable 4-sided core. Glendale, the biggest and toughest 3D targets in the universe. This segment has been brought to you by the Heater Bodysuit. The Heater Bodysuit is the ultimate cold weather hunting garment that allows you to stay on stand longer and sit comfortably. The Heater Bodysuit. You stay warm or your money back.
Shot, Quinn. Good shot. Quinn, put the smack on him. We're gonna give him some time to rest, though. Let him lay down. So we come in. I spotted him way back through the bush, way back there, and we got a helicopter spraying the fields all around us. And Quinn was like, "Oh, I'm shaking. She's holding her bow. I'm shaking."
The squirrel came along.
And then a squirrel come along and climbed all over the blind and had them right at full alert. Good job, Quinn. Archery 2 years in a row.
So we gave it a few minutes, and then we decided if we come outside, see if there's any blood.
And what did we find?
Lots of blood.
We got lots of blood. Found blood for about 150 yards. Called in some recruits, and we didn't really find much after that, so I guess we'll come back and look tomorrow in the morning, eh? First thing, when we got some light on our side, and we'll see what happens. It happens. All right. Saw you later. We tracked blood probably for 150 yards. Dried up. No blood. Gone. I called in the recruits. I had my buddy Danny and Trevor come out, and we scoured the bush. First thing this morning, I found him. Me and Trevor probably walked 15 yards on each side of him last night, and what do you think of that, Quinn?
Way bigger than what it looks like on the camera.
Quinn's 2020 Whitetail. We ran out of blood last night following him, but we picked her up this morning. Pretty good, eh, Quinn? How does he look? Those brow tines?
They're longer than I expected, and he has more mass than I thought he did on camera.
Right on, Quinn. 2020's in the bag, eh? Good job. Nice shooting. Another archery deer for the kiddos. Perfect. Good job, Quinn.
Welcome to this week's Canadian Whitetail Scouting segment. Locate, learn, set up, hunt. Brought to you by Muddy Outdoors.
Dean and I are at it again today. We just got a blind popped up. Really one of my real favorite spots, because in 2015, I shot a colossal 5x5 here. He actually went Boone and Crockett. This area is a little different than typically where we hunt. It's a lot of bluffs out here. The bluff country here is, it's all just spotty little patches of bush here and there. A lot of guys typically avoid these small bluff areas and head to the bigger tracts of bush. All it is a different mindset. So deer travel the same way. They got a bed, they got a water, they got a feed. So all you need to do is do a little bit of homework, scouting. Once you get that all figured out and get your stands and blinds put up in the proper spots, it could be a win-win situation for you. Just remember, passing up hunting in bluff country could also be passing up your chance at a trophy deer.
This week's Canadian Whitetail Scouting segment has been brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Share your own muddy moment. Canadian Whitetail is also brought to you by Central Boiler Outdoor Furnaces, the ultimate wood heat, Black Eagle Arrows, advanced carbon technology, Block Archery Targets, the world's #1 archery target, Tacticam, share your hunt, Wild Edge, the ultimate climbing system, Cyclops Lights, get out of the dark, and by Hawk and the new Hawk Down and Out Hybrid Blinds. This segment is brought to you by Hoyman and the new no-slip H-grip on their full line of tools. Best-in-class tools for every application. Hoyman, your land, your legacy.
With Quinn tagged up on a gorgeous buck, it's Ken's turn to get back after his 6x5. And now a little bit later in the season, hopefully a little less pressure from the bears as well. Going in to top up the monster meal and check the stealth count. Now with no bears on camera but the big heavy 6x5 still in the area, Ken is headed in.
All right, here I am, only my second time out hunting for whitetail myself this year. I come and sat the first day of the season. Didn't see nothing, couple does. Bear come in.
Though no bears, Ken's first day back is quite slow, just seeing a few does. Today would be similar with few deer sightings and no sign of the big 6x5.
All right, it's October 13th. My younger brother Jason's here from Alberta. We got in here pretty early. We're in here by 3 o'clock. First thing, set up the ozons. We got a hardcore crosswind going today, so neither of us are little skinny guys, so we're kind of crammed in here like sardines. It's going to be interesting, but if the 5x6 comes in that I'm after, I'll be shooting.
Seemingly another slow evening with just does and fawns. They're all consistently watching back in the thick brush, though Ken sees nothing there, yet. Time passes, Ken catches movement, and there in the brush is the big 6x5. And without much warning he slips right in on them, but Ken is ready. After looking for blood and concerned about the shot, Ken waits until the morning to go back in.
All right, we come back this morning. I didn't make the best shot ever. We followed blood for a ways. I heard a deer going. I didn't know if it was him, but we decided to pull her out. Take a look at that beast, this side here. As soon as I got pictures of this deer this year, I knew that this was going to be the one that I was going to be going after. This side with the 5 crazy long tines. This side here, this extra point, couldn't be happier. That is tops it all off. Quinn, she shot a nice 4x5 with the bow this year too. Unbelievable. It's been a pretty big success so far, and let's hope it continues on. Right on.
These are my favorite hunts to watch, just good people hunting big deer and sharing that experience with family. In the last 2 years, Quinn's taken 2 fantastic bucks with her dad, and I'm sure there'll be many more. And as for Ken, as usual, Ken produces another outstanding deer. Congratulations to you both on a very successful season in more ways than one. And thanks for watching this week's episode of Canadian Whitetail.
This segment is brought to you by Wild Edge, makers of the ultimate climbing system, the Step Ladder. Safely design your climb in any tree with the most versatile, lightweight, and compact climbing system, the Step Ladder. To book your own dream hunt in northern Saskatchewan, please contact us at Canadian Whitetail Outfitters. Canadian Whitetail has also been brought to you by these fine sponsors. For exclusive content, follow Dean and the team on Facebook, as well as on Instagram and Twitter at Whitetail Dean. To view all past and present episodes of Canadian Whitetail, as well as new original content, visit us on our YouTube and Carbon TV channels. For Canadian Whitetail gear and apparel, visit CanadianWhitetailTV.com.
Wow.